the Broadcasting Lounge, SuperCars NZ, Div 2, Round 1, Autumn Series, backed by Matchfit Entertainment and Gamma Flare, along with Allport Motorsport back this season, and I'm in the lounge with Shane White making a guest appearance for Round 1. How's it, Shane?
Yeah, good thanks, Wayne. You've dragged me out of the car. I've come up into the broadcast lounge, blown the dust off the old mic, and I am back commentating for tonight. Excited to be here at Road America Div 2. We are going to see some very exciting racing. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Yeah, Div 2, 33 drivers on track, and yeah, just winding down the quali, getting in their final laps. Look like Jono Gibson, Blake Greenhill, Dylan Radford, top 3 on podium. Quite a long race tonight. Shane would know all about that because he was going to do it, Shane.
Yeah, 55 minutes, couple of compulsory pit stops. It's going to be a long, hard slog around here. Good couple of decent straights where the drivers all have an opportunity to reach out and grab a drink, whether that be of the alcoholic variety, as that's the advantage of being in the sim. You can get away with that, or some people like to be good and stick to water as well, but they'll be able to grab some refreshments on the go and keep fresh. But yeah, it's a tricky track and a physical track through some of those tight twisty sections, and it will be a real challenge for the guys to get through 55 minutes of racing tonight.
Yeah, absolutely love that back part of the track with the trees and that corner coming into it where you just full noise, fifth
Oh
gear,
yeah, that
holding on
King,
for dear life, and
King at turn 11, that is mental. Absolutely love it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. These guys are just getting their final laps in, gonna be humming.
Yeah, single race tonight, so iRacing will let the guys finish their lap now that the checkered flag is out. If it was the heat racing format, they would be required to, well, iRacing would pull them off the track as soon as the checkered flag comes out, but they are allowed to finish their laps tonight. Looks like everybody's wrapped up though, and Jono Gibson on pole, tight margin over Blake Greenhill there.
Yeah, with Dylan Radford, Jason Douglas super fast in the practice with Hamish Cleanan in fifth. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Gonna be cool. Looking forward to it. Yeah, shout out to Gamiflare, proudly supporting innovation across sim racing. These guys are absolutely into it and supporting us, throwing everything they've got at us, and yeah, we're showing. So 33 cars on track in Div 2, Div 1's humming out there as well, and yeah, looking forward to autumn series. Gonna be humming.
Yeah, we are officially kicking off the Autumn Series tonight. Guys were on track last week at Bathurst non-championship round there though, as we got all our splits between Div 1 and 2 sorted out. We've got that sorted now. About 30 cars up in Div 1 and we've got about 35 odd cars in tonight for a race, so should be plenty of action out on track.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. And what have we got coming up this week? We got the MRP GT3s as well, Gamiflare backed. They're going to go to Sky TV, so catch myself and Corey in the broadcasting lounge on Thursday night. So crazy fun, crazy fun.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be on track there if everybody turns up to stream, and that'll be a bit of fun. I love some GT3s, although as you pointed out off air to me, Wayne, my driving wasn't too flash last week, so hopefully I can tune that up a little bit.
Yeah, bit of practice, bit of pracky, get some laps in, get used to the track, get that muscle memory and that brain humming in the right direction. Sure, you'll suss it out. Anyway, these guys are gridding up, 2 minutes to grid up. Get their gas in, get their tyres on, get their brains in the right spot. Should I take a deep breath and scroll down the whole order?
Yeah, sounds good. We've got about a minute and a half to get through it all.
Cool. Just Jono Gibson and Jason Douglas to jump in. Alright, Jono Gibson, pole position. Round 1, Autumn Series. Road America, cool track. Looking forward to broadcasting here too. Blake Greenhill second, Dylan Radford third, Jason Douglas still to grid, Hamish Cleland fifth, Eamon Young sixth, Tony Lynch seventh spot, Liam Taylor eighth, Phil Carpenter ninth, Leon Fox top 10. Working my way down, Grant Bristow, Reaper Racing, Oscar Smith, Festive Foods, Scott Travis 13th, Heath Marn 14th, Ian Parker 15th, halfway through, Dane Nordiff 16th spot, Stephen Adams, the Stephen Adams, Sim Black sitting there in 17th, Tim Volk, Dennis Panel and Paint, Volk Auto Electrical 18th, Josh Thompson sending some support, but a Harcourt's on the front there with West Racing 19th, John O'Lee sitting in 20th. I'm getting there. Leaf Swinney, new to the V8s, I think. Leaf Swinney, good luck out there, man. VSK Sim Sport. Thomas McCall, Team West Racing, House Name, Ross Watson, Festive Foods, Robert Munro, and the Red Bull Beast, Jeff Horgan, Guns Up Racing. Alright, I'm running out of time. These guys are about to light up and go live. Let's hop on the front here and hum. Whew. Alright, under up.
Oh, Blake Greenhill goes absolutely nowhere off the front row. He drops back and it's 3 wide. Jono Gibson getting an absolute flyer and roaring away down into turn 1 out front. He's got Cleary all around him. They all fight in behind him. Going 4 wide on the run down into turn 1. Do they get through there cleanly?
Ooh, nothing jumping up on the data yet. Jump on turn 2, turn 3. Looking pretty tidy, Div 2, but we always knew that about Div 2 as well, so that's starting to spread out, getting comfortable.
Good clean start. Tony Lynch and Eamon Young going side by side down the back straight. Lynch just dropping in behind a couple of teammates there.
Cold tyres, barreling down there, tricky bit of the circuit.
Yeah, very tight as they come up over the crest under the bridge, and there's somebody looking down the inside. Looked like enough space was just given there, but that was very close. Popping out, Jono Gibson still holding that lead there, about half a second clear of Jason Douglas at the moment. Dylan Radford just in behind, but it's all action in behind as one of the Festive Foods Misfits cars down the inside there.
Yeah, looking reasonably clean. Good first lap. Hopefully those tyres are warming up. Just saw someone stepped out sideways there.
Oh, out on the dirt there. That's always a tricky spot coming off that carousel and through the kink. Through the DRS side and into the fence. Who was that? That looks like Liam Taylor.
Liam Taylor, yeah. Trying to pack it up and get back on. He's doing well. Crawling down the grass, waiting for the data to... Waiting for his relative to get back, and probably there he is back on track. That was pretty cool. Turn 17 into the final turn.
Yeah, Liam just doing the right thing there and keeping it on the grass until he had a safe gap to rejoin. Unfortunately, it cost him big time, but what we don't want to see is him jumping out onto the racing line. And we've got Jason Douglas in the draft on Jono Gibson, putting the pressure on down into turn 1. Had half a look at the inside, but just had to bail out of it. He'll look to see if he can set up the run down in towards turn 2 and might even just sit in behind. Oh, he does go for it down the inside. He's squirming around in the rears. They touch, and Jono Gibson, big slide on, holds it together. Jason's going to redress that, and Dylan Radford says, "Thank you guys, I'll take that one." Dylan Radford through to the lead.
Nice redress, but oh my god, that was a bit of action. Oh, very cool, which has given Jason and Hamish Cleland and Tony Lynch a chance to catch back up to the pack there. Good stuff. Good beginning. Autumn Series, SuperCars NZ Gamma Flare, Match Fit, beast start. Huge pack, good fun.
Blake Greenhill in the middle of that pack as well on the recovery after that slow start. Not quite sure what happened to him off the start. He just didn't seem to go anywhere. Not sure whether he lit it up and got wheel spin there or just bogged down, one or the other, but He did not make any progress off the line and dropped back very quickly, but he's back up into 5th position now. I think he was as low as 7th at one point there, so doing a good job to get back into this one.
Yeah, made his way through. Good call, Shane. Looking good. Scroll down the order, eh? Tony Lynch. Digital Bogan Racing. Lynchpin on the windshield there. DDS, Diesel D Services. Eamon Young, teammates hanging around there. Phil Carpenter, another Reaper racer in the top 10. How's the data looking?
Looking pretty good. We've had Grant Bristow showing us having gone off track.
We'll have a look, eh? Another Reaper racing car. Side by side into... Ooh, there we go, just not keeping it. Devil's Cup Barbecue out there in the... Out there in the kitty litter, bringing it back.
A little bit tight on the rejoin as well, but everybody getting away with that one, so no harm, no foul.
Yeah, Oscar Smith, Stephen Adams. It's hard to know which battle to jump on right now. Josh Thompson, bit of race room with Dano Nordiff not too far behind.
A few new names around as well, and plenty of new liveries out there for us to get used to, Wayne.
Yeah, this one stuck out. It's rather interesting. Scott Travis, Snacker Changai. I'll let you unpack that. That's
Snacker Changi Scuderia DSR.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Scuderia is Italian for team.
Oh, there we go. Snacker Changai team DSR. always full of it, Shane. I do love that about you. Yeah.
I only know that one from Scuderia Ferrari.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, the Encyclopedia of Motorsport is what we call Shane White. His nickname in our chat. Definitely.
If I put half the effort into retaining actual useful information as I do to retaining motorsport information, I might have actually done alright at school.
Hey, truck driving's not bad, but I get what you're saying. You know, you probably could have been a doctor. But alas, we love motorsport, and that's Shane's here having a laugh, and that's just as important as anything else. Yeah, very cool. Just scroll down. What are we doing? Let's hop up the front, eh?
Yeah, someone was kicking up a lot of gravel there. There is a fair bit of gravel being dragged back onto the track in these early stages.
Yeah, certainly throwing up there. Dylan Radford, 1 second lead on his teammate, team leader, team boss, Jono Gibson. Jason.
Yeah, so it was a pretty opportunistic moment for Dylan to jump into the lead there, but he certainly has held onto it and held that gap nice and steady there out the front. So certainly looking like he belongs there at the moment, despite taking a little bit of luck to get there. Blake Greenhill running wide in the background there.
Yeah, did see that. Yeah, you're right, Dylan Radford. Super fast time in practice. So, like you say, he deserves that spot. Let's just see if he can hang on to it with these two crazy fast guys behind him.
Certainly looking very competitive, and you know that's what I've always loved about Div 2 is it's always super tight, always find battles all the way through the pack, and so much fun to come and race in Div 2.
Yeah, definitely jump on board here. Jason Douglas, JMR, currently in third along that back stretch, which is super cool to look at and crazy fast. Winding through the gears. Crazy deep kitty litter here on the left. I think it's about 1.5 feet deep. You go in there, it takes a bit to get out, as you and I well know, Shane.
Yeah, I've been in there a few times.
Yeah. Winding through these last corners. Favourite track for Steve Darren, actually. His #1 track is Road America. You ask him where are we going, this is where he goes. Loves it. His home track.
Yeah, very cool.
And race control tonight in Div 1, so Steve Darren parked the V8 up and helping SuperCars NZ and Gamma Flea and match fit out. So yeah, very cool.
Yeah, hopefully those Div 1 boys aren't giving him too much work to do.
Yeah. Oh, did see in the
So
chat.
Dylan Redford just dropping back into the clutches a little bit of Jono Gibson there, so not sure whether he made a mistake or if Jono's just put a really nice lap together, but challenging down the inside Jono Gibson here, and he is going to get back to the lead. Jason Douglas just sniffing around in the background there as well.
Oh, they're in the same chat, so Jono's pulling rank. He's like, okay, look, I'm the team boss here. You'd think he would have asked for it a bit later in the race, but
there's drama on my screen. Oscar Smith and Tony Lynch have come together. It looks like Oscar's just redressed that.
So Oscar Smith.
Looking down the inside, probably that gravel playing a part there, and just locked the rears, unfortunately, and got into him. And yeah, I think just saw that gravel offline there that he maybe didn't account for as he went for the move, and just locking rears and getting into the side of him there.
Good chance for Ian Parker just to sneak past you as well. Losing a spot. But yeah, no, looking good. Nice redress and nice bit of clean racing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what we like to see too. No live race control on Div 2 as Jason Douglas is a big slide through the gravel there. We do have the ticket system in place for these guys to use if necessary, but what we like to see is guys, when they know they've done wrong out on track, just correcting that, and then there's no need for anybody to put any tickets in after the race. It all sorts itself out on track and we can carry on.
Yeah, no harm, no foul. Yeah, cheers, Nico Cordia shouting out, watching us tonight and the broadcasting lounge. It's good fun, we enjoy it. And obviously send it some support. Watching this guy here, where is he? Oh, in pit lane.
Oh, Jason Douglas has just gone up the inside on Dylan Redford, moves into P2. And we do have cars coming in for the first of those compulsory pit stops. Josh Thompson leading the way there.
That's right, 55-minute race tonight. Things should be humming. Ooh.
Oh,
getting pretty loose.
Just looking at that, I wonder if he just burnt up the tyres a little bit too much out front there, trying to push on a bit too hard, a bit too early, and he might be paying the price for that now. We're seeing those first of those guys come in for the first of 2 compulsory pit stops. I wonder if Dylan Redford will be well served to maybe follow suit there and get himself down pit lane for a fresh set of Dunlop rubber.
Yeah, looking a bit that way. Looking at my data on screen, I'd say those tyres are looking a bit worn, Shane. You know, yeah, that's not a thing, but
don't have the shine of the mold release on there, do
they? Anyway, we'll carry on. Good fun, alright. Blake Greenhill will be loving this, sitting in 5th spot.
Yeah, he might be slightly disappointed though, because he did line up on the front row and he would have been very excited to get the opportunity to start from the front there, and unfortunately didn't get it off the line all that well and dropped back. He was making good recovery early on, but as things have settled down, he just seems to have settled in P5 here. We'll see if he can make any further progress up the field. Plenty of dirt on the screen from being in behind all the melee there.
Yeah, throw your wipers on, Blake. At least make it nice and clear for the stream, would you? I will throw him in the lounge when he's got a bit of race room. He said he was keen to hop up, so sounds good.
Sounds good. And that is now a thing in iRacing as well. Now that rain's enabled, they've got working wipers on all these cars, and it will clear dirt off the screen as well. No rain in the forecast tonight by the looks of things. I haven't actually looked at the official forecast tonight, and rain is an option. So I will have a look at my data. Oh, Phil Carpenter off track and in the gravel.
Yeah, that was total commentator's curse. Just jumped on Phil Carpenter, who's getting a bit of bit of pace ahead there on the car in front of him. Yeah, sorry Phil, blame me. That was all me. Yeah, Oscar Smith, Festive Foods, Misfits Racing still out there doing it. This team is massive with SuperCars NZ. Always welcome them on board.
Yeah, Misfits Racing. Love their V8 racing and always have a good turnout at SuperCars NZ on a Monday and Tuesday night. Great to see that. Their boss man, Scott McKenzie, is... I was going to call him Scott McLaughlin, and I was like, that's not right. Scott McKenzie is not in tonight because he's off on another cruise ship, enjoying himself there.
Yeah, that's the one. I did see that pop up. Yeah, good on him. Out there doing it. No kids, no worries. Kids are all grown up and yeah, out on the cruise ship. Right, anyway, back to Battle Pack here. Dano, Phil Carpenter, Oscar Smith locking the rears there. That'll burn a few flat spots. Might give Phil Carpenter a bit of extra pace to get on there.
It's a good wee battle pack around the tail end of the top 10. Oh, Oscar out in the weeds there. Looked like he was going to die for pit lane. Was that Dane that Phil Carpenter diving for pit lane in behind there?
Yeah, that's the one.
Long time on the limiter here too as you come up this bit of the lane where there's no pit stalls at all. Finally get to the pit stalls. It's so painful, slow on the limiter as everybody's flying past at racing speed.
So funny, they've all got like warehouse pergolas as well. Like she's a bit budget in Road America here. About time
got
they...
no pit carriages off to the warehouse.
Yeah. You'd think they might build a bit of a building. The amount of times they've been here, they should be able to pay for something. But, oh, well,
it's an American thing though. They have their garages away from the pit lane, and then they just set up those little gazebos alongside. I don't understand why they do that in America. It's really weird, but.
Right, who's carrying the gazebo over today? Oh, funny, good stuff. Right, let's have a look at pit lane times and see who's coming where. So still a few to Rob Carwood, Leon Fox, Phil Carpenter. So still the top 16 out there on original tyres. Potentially looking for that halfway point.
Yeah, although they do have to make 2 pit stops tonight, so...
Oh, yeah.
Might be more like a third, which they're not too far away from now. Obviously a third of 60 minutes would be 20 minutes, and they're nearly there now, and they only have to do 55 minutes tonight, so... Could see the pit lane get pretty busy soon.
Yeah, I'll get you to throw a reminder in the chat being first night racing. Just double check everybody's on track. Not everybody reads the rules, and some people just jump in the car and go for it. So
yeah, I did put a message in there earlier, but just put another little reminder in there.
Probably jump at the gains here. Ian Parker 8 spots, Dane Nordoff up 8 spots, Tim Vork up 9 spots, Jono Gibson starting position, Jason Douglas up 2, Dylan Radford in starting position. So things are looking reasonable. Thomas McCall up 8 spots, who just lost one. Terry Russell up 18 spots, bringing it in pit lane now. So that little reminder you sent out, I just see there's see all those P's popping up. There we go. Yeah, it's worth just helping them out on the first race. Cheers, Shano. That was good.
Yeah, I'm sure most of them, if not all of them, were planning on coming in around now anyway.
Yeah, just double checking. It's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Do what we can. They don't have race control. They've only got their little ticket system. So yeah.
That's right. So Rob Carwood, still the first of the cars that have pitted, and he was behind Blake early on. So Rob jumping up the order by the look of it with the early stop. Putting on lap 6, the trouble is he's going to, well actually that's only a few laps earlier than now, so he's put good pace on with fresh rubber, but he's going to pay the price for that later on, where those tyres are going to be going off earlier than those guys that have just been in the pits now.
Yeah, might hang on and get a short shot of gas. Don't know, hard to say. We'll see how it plays out. Good stuff, Shano.
Dylan Radford in the lane now, so first out of our lead group to take his stop there. It'll be interesting to see where he comes out relative to Rob.
Deep South Racing, guns up, Leon Fox, with Phil Carpenter and Blake Greenhill. Good battles here. You can tell I haven't streamed the V8s in a long time and got a new PC because I don't have our roof cam.
Oh, Blake down the inside, that is a nice move if he can get it stopped. A little bit wide of the apex, but nice little block pass there and gets the move done.
Yeah, that could be worth looking at. Let's have a look at that. That was a pretty mean pass, Blake Greenhill. Yeah, looked like Dylan lighting up the rears, bit of a lock up as well, so.
So Dylan Radford is back on track, has come out ahead of Rob Carwood, so Dylan, our corrected race leader.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it was all looking a bit tight.
Just clicked off. Always the way.
I'm not going to criticise you for that, Wayne, because I know you were looking at the data after I mentioned Dylan there, and you wouldn't have been looking on screen at the action that was going on
No,
as you clicked on that name.
Yeah, it's the one. Yeah, but Phil Carpenter, Leon Fox, Blake Greenhill, Rob Carwood. This is where the racing is right now. I mean, I can see Jono and Jason up there, but we'll get there. It's always cool
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
be able to
They're just...
make use
Yeah,
of
those
the
guys-
whole track. Yeah, everybody.
That's right, those guys are just lapping away now. There's a little bit of space between them under that second, but no threat for a pass there at the moment, and they're probably just looking at putting some clean laps in until it's time for them to come into the pits.
Jump on here, send it Simsport. 15th Div 2. Stolen.
Absolutely
He's
gorgeous
stolen.
Goldie on his profile picture there.
Yeah, but he's stolen Sean's white wheels. So maybe that's why Sean's not in tonight. His car's sitting on blocks in Kihi.
That's about standard for Kiki anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, hey Josh, Sean wants his wheels back. All good, alright. Thomas McCall not too far behind. Good little battle. Yeah, Sean always has white wheels as well, so. Ooh, a couple of cars just coming out of pit lane there, cold tyres, full tanks, slapping away, jumped into the battle pack. funny to watch this play out actually.
Yeah, it's always tricky when you get that exit out of the pits tight for the first time in the race, because you go through qualifying and practice, and the etiquette there is whoever's coming out of the pits lets the guy go on a hot lap, but in the race both guys have got to give each other room, and it's always interesting to see how that goes, especially with one guy on the inside on cold tyres coming out of the pits, and it can get a bit tight down into the first few corners there, but keeping it nice and clean, so that's what we like to see.
Yeah, they might have reasonable braking with a bit of weight over the back wheels too. Just saw that car pulling up reasonably nicely behind Josh there. Tony Lynch. Yeah, still
Yep.
got to warm those tyres, eh?
Yeah, that's it. A bit of weight over the wheels does help, well, can help with the balance a bit, depending on what you're looking for from the car for the track, but certainly cold tyres, always very tricky to get that car turned when your fronts are cold.
Oh, Jono Gibson in pit lane now with Jason Douglas. Hamish Cleland has control of the race. Give Hamish a bit of time in first spot. DPR Racing, Hamish Cleland first place at the moment on Road America SuperCars NZ.
And I think Dylan's going to jump ahead of Jono and Jason here. He's coming past the pit
Oh,
exit
there
as
you go.
Jason just
You
gets
called
going.
it.
Yeah, he's got it done. Tight on exit between Jono and Jason as well. Jono just getting ahead of him, but there was actually a little bit of contact there as
Yeah,
well.
there was a bit of a... Let's just see if I can pick that up and see what happens there.
There was a bit of a touch.
Yeah, did see that in the background. That was pretty cool. Alright, back to live. 25 minutes in. This is quite a long race, Shane.
It is. 55 minutes is a long time to steer one of these things. They're not easy machines to get around the track at all, and these guys are doing a marathon effort tonight to get it all the way through this 55-minute race.
Yeah, so all last season was heat races, so they always got that 5-minute break in between the 15-minute first blast, and then from there, yeah, so wow. It'll be new for them.
Well, we've obviously done the longer races before, although I think 55 minutes is probably the longest as sort of a regular race distance that we've really done for our Tuesday night race. And I think we used to sort of be around that 40 minute mark. For a long time it was always lapped races, but always Jono runs a bit wide there. But yeah, so 55 minutes is quite a long time. I think we used to call that just about an enduro in the GT3s when we did a race this long.
Yeah, funny as. Rob Carwood, Phil Carpenter, Leon Fox.
Hamish Cleland in the pits now, just going to be the last of those guys to complete that first compulsory pit stop. They will all still have to come in and do one more.
There we go.
And he's actually just dropped in between Dylan Radford and Jason Douglas. So Jason and Jono were fighting a bit on that outlap, and Hamish taking advantage and being able to jump ahead of them going long.
Okay, here we go. Hamish Cleveland coming out of pit. There's Dylan Radford hopping in. There we go. Nice little pocket of air, wasn't it, Shane?
Yeah, quite a bit shorter up on the jacks as well, about 10 seconds less than Jason and Jono, so potentially short filling it there to gain some track position. So he is going to have to give that, or lose some time back in the second stop when he'll need to put a bit more fuel in, but he's got the track position and fresher tyres and a lighter car presumably now. He can potentially go on with that and try and make up that gap to maintain position at the second stop.
Yeah, potentially something to look at. Did he take tyres? See how it all pans out. I think, oh sorry, the server is loaded that you can take as many tyres as you like tonight, so there's,
Yeah, that's right. Sean did let us know that there's no limit on tyres tonight.
so in there, do it. Looking good. Jono Gibson sitting in 4th. Phil Carpenter, Leon Fox, look at this.
Oh,
Back to Eamon Young. Eamon Young's been here 1,000 times with SuperCars NZ. It's a big name. When we first started out, still a big name now. These are D services. Eamon Young knows how to pedal one of these things and sitting in 9th. Good battle with Leon Fox, and he would have seen Blake Greenhill's name in and around him over the years. So loving the history, loving the names. It's really starting to crank up.
good battle going on ahead
there's
between
Blake
Leon Fox
running
and Blake
wide.
Greenhill. Blake off the track, rejoins behind Eamon Young.
Yeah, might pay to pull him up in the lounge now. That was a bit of an amateur move.
Do you want me to drag him up?
Yeah, sounds good. Check, check,
Oh,
Mike.
Mr. Greenhill,
check,
the
check,
black
Mike,
stuff's
check.
generally a bit quicker.
Thanks, guys. I'll just make a note of that one. That was wisdom.
Write it in your racing notebook there.
Oh, it's terrible. Can't seem to make a pass to save myself tonight.
Yeah, that was interesting. Tell us about your start.
Oh, terrible at starts on these, mate. I don't have a is it a line locker button mapped?
Oh, okay.
So I need to sort that. It was just, as you can see, I think I dropped to, was it 7th to 8th or something like that in the first lap.
Yeah, you went absolutely backwards from the front row.
But it's no, it's been good racing. There's been some good battles, and I think a few of the boys are running pretty high on incident points. So there should be a few drive-throughs have happened or about to happen.
Something to look forward to, Shane. Shane will be able to give me that data once we put you back down into the race room. But yeah, talk to Dion or Stephen Adams about that line locker button.
Yes, I do need to get that sorted, but oh, it is what it is.
Yeah,
been good racing.
That throws us all back to that get us in promotion. You need a hand, give us a holler, eh? You know,
exactly.
There's Dion or Stephen Adams will be able to show you, help you out with that button and get your starts humming.
Absolutely, yeah. Need to go and see the boys.
Yeah, very cool. Alright.
I have to be careful myself. I've only got one incident point left for, what do we got? Another 20 odd minutes.
Alright, we'll leave you to it. Cheers for your fun in the lounge, Blake.
Thanks, fellas. Have a good call.
Cool. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Blake. Enjoy the rest of the race.
Cheers, boys.
Alright,
So
there we
I
go.
do have that data on incident points. So Matty McDonald has actually just brought up his second penalty at 30 incident points. 15-point limit as Chris Thompson just reaches that and gets himself a drive-through as well. Nathan Hughes and Stephen Adams have both been over that threshold and been through the lane for that. So Nathan 19 points so far and Stephen 16. Blake, as he mentioned, sitting on that 14x along with Heath Mann and Josh Thompson. Tony Nichols on 13, so a fair few guys really pushing their limit.
Yeah, Road America throwing it down. I don't think it's got anything to do with the racing because these guys have been super clean in Div 2. I think it's got everything to do with maybe the odd part of off tracks with Road America potentially.
Yeah, it is a place where you can just run a little bit wide in a few places and pick up that 1x, and it soon adds up. So I think that's what's going on there. Worth noting as well, at the other end of the scale, we've got 4 guys on 1x, nobody currently on 0. Those 4 guys on 1x are Terry Russell, Jono Gibson, Eamon Young, and surprise, surprise, Dane Noda.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Dylan Radford hunting down Hamish Cleland. This is a good battle for first spot.
Not that I don't enjoy your sultry tones.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's the second time we've done that.
If you wouldn't mind putting me
That's
back
so
down,
funny.
that'd be great.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
Alright. Bit of rust on the broadcasting now tonight. We've got that sorted. Blake's gone back.
Yeah, no, thank you. He was there for quite some time with me and Leon last week, actually. And it's like, hey guys, I'm still here. Not wanting to interrupt the broadcast, eh? Oh gosh, so funny. Good stuff, Jono Gibson. Now he's going to think we do it on purpose. That's what's going to happen. Guys coming in the lane now, another second round, is it? Or are these all incident points? Phil Carpenter, Rob Coward, Leon Fox, Grant Bristow, Dane Nutter, Heath Mann, Tim Volk, Josh Thompson.
Now I think this is genuine pit stops. We've only got Chris Thompson currently showing a black flag next to his name.
Okay.
So all of those guys are in for their second stop, getting that CPS requirement rounded out.
Yeah. Oh, so Div 1 is being streamed at Matchfit Entertainment tonight. So we were trying to organise a double stream of Matchfit and the Broadcasting Lounge on our YouTube channel, but it didn't pan out so well. So Div 1 you can find at Matchfit Entertainment, and Div 2 is where it's at right now in the lounge.
Yeah, and of course, big thanks to Matchfit Entertainment for coming on board in the last few seasons and helping us out with some streaming and doing a great job they are over there.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Backed by Gamma Flare Sim Racing, they're doing their damnedest in the sim world to make sim racing recognised as the biggest thing. So one of their biggest things is to add to the sim world and try and get it out there so people realise how crazy fun this is and how stiff the competition is too.
That's it, and if you're watching this and thinking it looks like a bit of fun and you might like to get involved, get in touch with Allport Motorsports. They can set you up with everything you need to get you started and get you racing.
Oh, something else, Shane. Oh, well, things are a bit quiet. Check this out. We have a part of our Get a Sim promotion. We have a Winner Sim brought to you by Matchfit, Gamer Flare, Simblacks, Monza Racing, and SuperCars NZ. So if you scan that QR code right now, fill out the form, you go in the draw to win that entire package. How's that? Yeah, so full TR sim and seat and Monza racing wheel and pedals to go there. So full pack, courtesy of Simblacks, Gamma Flare, Matchfit Entertainment, Monza Racing, SuperCars NZ. Win a sim, part of our Get a Sim promotion. Scan that QR code if you're watching right now and you go in the draw to win that on the final round of the V8s. Div 1 Matchfit will be giving that away. So there we go. Alright, back to racing. How's that?
Very, very cool.
Quite the package.
Who was that? Jason Douglas diving for the lane there, Dylan Radford as well.
Yeah, along with Jono Gibson in the lane as well. Hamish Cleland keeping it out there.
Yeah, so Hamish going long on the first stint. Oh, he's just locked the rears into turn 1 though. Holds it together, keeps it on track, so would have lost a little bit of time, but got away with it. And as I was saying, he went long on the first stint and it worked for him, and choosing to go long again, obviously still got the tyres underneath him because he put them on a couple of laps later compared to those guys he was racing.
Battles here, you know, to look for the orange and the reds. Sorry, orange and the yellows. That's where the battles are, on the timing tower left hand side there. Just if you're new to SuperCars NZ, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, Scott Travis, Leon Fox, Dane Nordiff, another couple coming down the lane there, Oscar Smith, Ian Parker.
Yeah, if you are here following a particular driver, you can obviously find their name down the left and see how they're tracking, and you can use those numbers, those gap numbers on the right too. That's the gap to the next car, and as you quite rightly say, Wayne, when that goes yellow or orange, it means they're getting pretty close to that car in front and potentially challenging for position.
Yeah. Very cool. Another thing we could do that we haven't done before. Where are we? You could share the link to our data that we've got.
Our live timing data?
Yeah.
I can do that. We have done it before. I used to always put it in the description of the stream.
Yeah, well, you're a top man, I'm not. Anyway, I just shared that with you, so that's the link to my one. So these, whenever you're not here, they can still hop on my one. So if you share that in the chat, and yeah, everybody can click on that, and you can see the same data that we're seeing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all customizable as well. You can choose exactly what data you have up on there. And yeah, just a lot more detail than what we're able to show you on the timing tower there. It gives you all the gaps, intervals, best lap times, last lap times, sector times, top speeds, pits completed, pit laps, pit lane time, all that sort of thing. You can see it all, so it's really useful information, and I am just about to send that in the chat now. Should be popping through for everybody watching live if you want to click on that link and watch some live timing.
Yeah, very cool. Cheers, Shane. That's awesome, man. Very cool. Alright, 41 minutes and 55 lap race.
Yeah, starting to get down to the business end of the race. Looks like just Eamon Young still out there going around yet to make that second pit stop. Jason Douglas has emerged first of those guys that have made both pit stops, so looks like the battle between himself and Jono Gibson is on for the race lead, or effective race lead at the moment. Dylan Radford not too far behind as well. Currently should end up in a podium position once Eamon Young clears that second stop, and potentially in a position to look to get involved in that battle for the lead as well.
There we go, you heard it first. Shane White unpacking it. SuperCars NZ, thank you. Just replying to our chat there. How many races did we have tonight? So 34 cars in Div 2 that we're streaming right now, and I think there's the same amount in Div 1 right now. So couple of NZ full divs happening. Pretty mean.
Yeah, and how cool is that? Pushing 70 drivers all turning up across the two divs to go out there and have a race. And we are just one league in the New Zealand sim racing community as well. There's some crossover between the various leagues out there, but there are a number of sim racers who prefer other styles of racing that we don't provide, because you can only provide so much racing in a given week. So yeah, plenty of guys out there racing, and good numbers out there on track tonight.
Super cool, and I think there's what is there? 4 people commentating. So there's 4 of us and 2 in the lounge. 4 of us in the lounge right now. 2 commentating Div 1, 2 commentating Div 2, and there are 3 guys in race control controlling the race, and the race director for Div 1. So, whew.
Yeah, big thanks to those guys for giving up their time as well. They're all sim racers that love this hobby but give up their time on a Tuesday night and a Thursday night. We have a few guys that do it as well to come along and help things run smoothly in those races. And with the numbers we're seeing in Div 2, I wonder if it might almost be time to start seeing if we can get some volunteers to do that in Div 2.
Yeah, interesting. Anybody watching the race want to jump in race control, think they know what's going on? Why not? Oh, Team West Racing, Thomas McCall looking ahead of Leon Fox, Dano, Ian Park. Still a close race. Shane, look at this.
Yeah, super tight for those spots just outside of the top 10. Tom McCall with the box seat here to view it all, and we've got that seat right on top of the roof.
Yeah, I don't know how that popped up. Must be the I must have loaded one of the cars. Anyway, we'll carry on. It's looking good. Just favoring that V8. No traction control, no ABS, no nothing. Just full throttle, hammer down. How do you reckon you would have gone, Shane? That's a good question.
I think in practice the time I'd done was around 15th, so mid-pack. The big question would be whether I could have kept it on track for 55 minutes and pointing the right way.
Yeah, I've just knocked your confidence now. Sorry about that, but no doubt you would have been tangled up in here and hitting it, and yeah, having a blast. Sorry, buddy.
It's all a bit of fun. As I said to you, I don't even turn up for the points. I turn up to have a race and have some fun. Tom McCall getting the run on Dane there after he's just been passed, and going to get to that rear wheel and get that overlap down the inside. Potentially get the move done at 1. He just backs out of it there, not quite with the confidence to throw it down the inside. Dane not quite sure where he was though, and just gave him some room, run a little bit wide, and then there was somebody else going through the gravel that Dane had to check up and avoid as well.
That was a good couple of spots for Thomas there. Very cool. Grabbed Dano and potentially Ross Watson. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, he must have been watching the old as seen on TV infomercials, because he didn't just got 1, he got 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, no, and a free set of steak knives.
But wait, there's more.
And you want more. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, humming and hanging it out. Thomas McCall sitting in 13th.
I'm just keeping an eye on the battle for the lead as well. It was getting pretty tight, but Jono just took a trip through the gravel out of the kink, through the grass out of the kink, and now he's on defence mode with Dylan Radford riding behind him, and Jason's been able to open up a bit of a gap there.
Yeah, teammates.
What do you reckon's going on in their Discord? Are they like, let's just stay in line and see if we can work together to catch back up to Jason? Or are they just, nah, bugger that, we're fighting for this spot?
Yeah, full throttle, I'd say. There's no... Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I mean, do we have access to their chat? Where are they? Nah, funny as. Yeah, it's very cool. What do we got? 7 minutes left. Such a clean race. Super cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen any major dramas out there. Saw a couple of little moments where people recognised that they had got it a little bit wrong and redressed. That's always cool to see. And yeah, lots of good, hard, clean racing going on out there.
Yeah, that's the way Div 2 building its reputation again, like it did a couple of seasons ago. I remember everybody was laughing about everything that happened in Div 1 because they were, and Div 2 was so clean. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, happy to look at this. This is cool racing. SuperCars NZ, Allport Motorsport. Yeah. What, named sponsor for the V8s, and yeah, also our weekly sponsor. So there we are, throwing Chitty in the team, another, they're basically weekly sponsor as well this week. So Allports Motorsports, go check them out. They've got some cool sim gear, sim lab gear, and yeah, they're all over the sim world and into motor racing as well. So check out Allport Motorsports.
Yeah, we've had consistent ongoing sponsorship from Allports for, must be close to 3 years or so by now, is it?
Yeah, a little over, and yeah, they're so we
Yeah.
got 4 seasons a year, so yeah, they're certainly humming. Somebody's asking us about the movers and groovers of Duggo. What do we call them? The movers and groovers, or the shakers and bakers?
Rob Carwood up 24 spots. He's having a good race.
Yeah, definitely. Thomas McCole up 10. Blake Greenhill down 13. Jason Douglas up 3. How's our effective pit stops? I suppose have you got data on that? How are we looking for? Can you check and see how many stops they've made and what's happening?
Everyone's been to the pits at least twice. Although there were a few that had to come through. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. I just remembered it doesn't count a drive-through as a pit stop on that data anymore, so we don't even have to account for that. So everybody has completed their compulsory pit stops, so that is all good.
Yeah, Rob Carwood, 5th spot right now, up 24 spots. So number 1, Shaker and Baker, Mover and Groover, Supercars NZ. Looking good out there, Rob. Some Black's entry.
Yeah. Rob started 30th because he didn't actually get a time on the board in qualifying. So qualifying not going to plan for Rob, but great recovery in the race to move back up well inside that top 10, and good points haul on a bad day, making the best of a bad day to put himself in a good points paying position here.
Doesn't look like your timing didn't come through on the chat.
Oh, okay. Try that again. Hopefully I've still got that copied to my clipboard. Paste that. Send it.
Jason Douglas. 2 seconds on Johnny Gibson with Dylan Radford and Hamish Cleland. So effective race winner potentially. What do we got? 3 minutes. Good battle. Crazy fun.
Yeah, lots of fun, and of course, once that ticks down to the 55-minute mark, next time the leader crosses the line, he'll get that checkered flag, and then everybody else will get it as they filter through. So some guys might have to do another lap after the time's run out. Always makes those fuel calculations a little bit more interesting when you've got to account for that.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, have you got Nico Cordia on your chat? Could you send him a link to the live timing and he could post it in there? For some reason you're not popping up, Shano.
Has it still not come through?
I haven't seen it pop up in my data on the
Am I?
right hand side there.
Oh, that'll be because I'm sending it in
Match fit.
GT3 Autumn Series Round 2. Bear with me, I'll find the right one.
Yeah, that's cool. Where are we? Looking at the race times. Phil Carpenter. Scroll down the order.
Oh, hopefully that one should come through now that it's in the right place.
Yay information, yay technology. Leon Fox. Somebody just said one job, Shane. One job. One job, Shane. Thomas McCole on Dano.
Looks like Josh Thompson's had an incident. He's in the pits now with a meatball flag, so potentially he's had to tow back to the pit lane. Oh, Dylan Radford has gone off track. I think there was some contact with Hamish Cleland.
Yeah, look, I'm just unpacking what you just said, so we'll do this one and then we'll have...
And I'm just letting the fans at home know what's going on.
Oh, there we
go.
go.
Losing the rear hard into the wall.
Good punt, and yeah.
Immediately
right,
on
go.
that tow button and back to the lane.
Alright, and we will... Right. Lay it on me. Looking for somebody past somebody, is that what we're up to?
Jono Gibson goes around. Dylan Radford had been through the grass after contact with Hamish as well. So it's all popping off in the battle for second. Jason Douglas has cleared out now to a 3-second lead with all that drama going behind him on the final lap, and as long as he can keep it clean, he should be able to take the checkered flag first.
Pull it home with Hamish Clean, effective second, Dylan Radford third. Yeah, let's I did see that Jono Gibson went off track. Into the weeds. Alright, back to live. Jason Douglas. Final few laps. SuperCars NZ. Round 1 Autumn Series.
Wrestling it through that left-hander over the hill, back down to third gear for the final corner, and gets it out of here, and he's just got a straight run to the line now. Jason Douglas wins the first race of the autumn season in Div 2.
Yeah, jump in the lounge for after race chat if they're keen. Dylan Radford coming in third spot there with Jono Gibson, Rob Carwood, Phil Carpenter 4th, 5th, 6th. Tony Lynch, Lynchpin, Digital Bogan bringing it home. Scott Travis 8th, Leon Fox 9th, Dane North 10th spot, Thomas McCole 11th, Oscar Smith in the lane, Blake Greenhill sitting in 13th, Tim Volk. Haven't seen much of Tim tonight, must have been a nice clean race, bit of race room out there. Well done Tim, cheers man. Heath Mann, Grant Bristow, John O'Lee bringing it home 17th, Leif Swinney 18th, Terry Russell the second bringing it home in 19th. Names we haven't, yeah, it's been a Liam Taylor. Oh, that motor's gonna blow up. Sparko Monza entry, got Monza on the car there. Cheers to Monza, SuperCars NZ. Gamma Flare, Match Fit. Yeah, that motor's not happy.
Has Liam out of, has he popped a motor, has he?
I looked a bit that way, especially if it popped up that he crashed, so yeah.
It's a shame, and no one giving him a push.
Misfits, Ross Watson 20th. Stephen Adams bringing it home. 21st. Quite a few in pit lane and saying, nah, we've had enough. You guys are crazy. 55 minutes of racing at Road America, so that's wound up. Here we go, race winner Jason Douglas. These guys are welcome to jump in the lounge for a chat. Something we'll have a talk to them about later on.
We've got Dylan Radford in there.
Oh yeah, you can bring Dylan in, definitely. Yep.
Actually, I see Jason Douglas has popped up. Do we want to talk to our race winner
yeah,
first?
for sure,
Start with
definitely.
him?
Go for it. Yep.
Right. Jason, congratulations on taking the win tonight. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
How was that, man?
Yeah, it was good fun out there. Pretty hard at the start, but yeah, it was all good.
That's cool. You got somebody to shout out to?
Yeah, I got to shout out my team, JMR. So yeah, thanks to Jet, Craig, Bruce, Alex, and all them guys over there, and the sponsors on there as well, Lodge Bros and Night Shift Collective.
Yeah, you did well, man. Well done. First spot, Div 2, SuperCars NZ, and yeah, stick in there. Have a blast. Enjoy it.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
Awesome. Cheers, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, so we've lost Dylan Radford out of the waiting room. We have got Johnny Gibson. Didn't make the podium, but that's alright. We can have a chat to him.
Yeah, can't hurt.
I know, just short of the podium, but you're in the waiting room, so we'll have a chat with you anyway.
Oh no, hold on. It says P3 for me.
Oh,
Dylan got a black flag, I think.
Right, okay. So he's showing his third on my live timing, but yeah, I don't think that's taken that into account. So
Yeah.
oh, well,
I'm looking at-
congratulations. Yeah, looking on the
Oh,
results, that is showing now that you were P3. So congratulations on picking up a podium there.
Thanks, mate. Cool race.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. It was had some good racing with Jace Douglas and Dylan. Yeah, but bit of a different pace to Div 1. Interesting being back in Div 2, but it's quite cool. I've really enjoyed it. Really fun racing.
Super clean, man. That's what we've seen with Div 2, and yeah, it was a cool start to watch, and yeah, really good to see you. Yeah, I think there was a bit of an incident, and everybody gave a bit of race room, and yeah, it was good stuff. Really cool.
Yeah, no, me and Jason had about 3 corners, 2 corners prior to the back straight, and then down to the left-hander side by side, which is real cool. Real respectable racing, and yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Very cool. Very cool. All right, shout outs. You got a lot of crew out there as well in Div 2. Good to see.
Yeah, no, cheers Reaper Racing, and cheers to SuperCars NZ for putting it on. Always a good time.
Yeah, very cool. Cheers, man. Awesome. Sweet.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
Alright, and we have got Hamish Cleland dropping in there as well.
Very cool.
Round our podium chats. Hamish, well done on coming home P2 in Div 2. How was that race?
Oh, it was, yeah, not too bad. It was basically just me getting the hang of the V8 again. I haven't driven it in a very long time. So it's good just sort of putting around and whatever pace happens. And it was really, really unfortunate on that final lap because, yeah, I realistically might have finished P3, but yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for those cars ahead to get wiped out. But you can only take what's in front of you, and yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, led a few laps there as well. Looked like the long pit strategy seemed to be working well for you. Was that what you found?
Yeah, I'm usually pretty good on the tyres, so I figured if I could run long first stint, I could go a bit faster the second 2 stints, and it worked quite well the second stint, but on that final in-lap I made a bit of an error, and that probably cost me more of a chance at P2 or the lead, but I was pretty happy with how it worked out, and I'd definitely give it a go again.
Was there a little bit of a strategic short field on that first stop as well? Looked like there might have been.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, essentially it was just, I knew it would be about 30 litres to cover tyres, so I figured it was just better to split the tyres evenly, as opposed to taking like a big fuel one time and then just tyres the second. That's sort of a bit not ideal.
Well, that's big brain stuff there, so well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, not letting any secrets out either. Very cool. So yeah, awesome. Cheers, Hamish, man. Good result, and yeah, into it next week, eh?
Absolutely. I'll catch you then.
Any shout outs?
To be honest, I've only recently joined this team, and there is an interview helper. High Performance Media, that was the one I was specifically told to mention. So,
Nah, good on you, man. Good on you. Very cool. Awesome.
awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Hamish. Well
Hamish.
done.
Wicked. Awesome. Do you want me to throw you under the bus? You wanna
Oh, I suppose. I almost just chucked Hamish
Yeah.
into the other broadcast in there and just headed back into the waiting room, so that was close.
It's funny. I might spread them out a bit later on.
Yeah, well, thanks All Ports Motorsports, Gamma Flare Racing, and Matchfit Entertainment for all their support, making this happen, enabling us to do really cool stuff here at SuperCars NZ. Hopefully I've covered everybody off there in terms of sponsors. Of course, thanks all those names down the left-hand side as well, because without the drivers, we've got no show to put on for all you guys at home. So big thanks to the drivers for turning out and having a blast and giving us a race to send out to all you guys at home. Thanks, Wayne, for having me back in the lounge tonight. And we will see everybody on Thursday. Well, I won't, but Wayne and Corey will see everybody on Thursday for some GT3 action, which will be going out to Sky Channel 83 as well.
Very cool. Thank you, Shane. Just normal. You just stroll on in and make it happen. Thank you. Alright, we're out.
Since I was a kid, I've been a G.